Hey everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I am here to share the second layout from my November stash kit. This one is titled Happy Day. Again, I'm using some photos from a Freedom Festival that we went to at the YMCA for the 4th of July. These are actually some photos of us with some friends, and I'm using roughly 3x4 photos. They were printed to a page on a 4x6 photo, but they have a white border, so they're not quite 3x4. They're close. They're slightly smaller. So I'm just flipping through my stash kit here, trying to figure out exactly what I want to use. I have this gray polka dot pattern that you see on the very back there. And then I have this green option, and I knew I wanted to use this blue kind of sunburst pattern and then the blue corrugated paper that I have. I'm really liking the corrugated papers here recently. I've had them in my stash for quite some time, but I never used them until my last stash kit, and now I'm like in love them, completely love them. So just trimming my photos up here. I wanted to make sure they were the same heights, but I did want to kind of trim off some of the extra bits. And then I went ahead and cut them apart completely. That way I can trim them slightly more and mat them on a piece of white paper. I love this blue and gray combination. I mentioned that in my last video. I really wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do, but I really, really like the blue and the green together. Whether it's dark blue or light blue, it doesn't really matter. I'm really loving this kit. It's a little bit different than what I would normally pick out, but I'm really liking it. So I have a plan for next year, 2016, and this is probably going to be my last stash kit for this year. I have a couple different things that I'm going to do in December. I have a gift idea that I'm going to be making for my sister, or two sisters, so I'm not sure how much I'll get done in December, but I have this idea, so I want to run with it. I'm definitely still going to be sharing process videos and of course, share the gift if I end up making it. I have an idea. Like I said, we'll see how it turns out. I will share all of that with you, but I do believe this is going to be my last stash kit for this year. So I'll end with November with other projects and layouts to share in December. I might use December to kind of get caught up on a couple of things before I start my 2016 project. I'm really excited about it. I'll share more with you guys as soon as I get more details. But basically, I will be sharing each month I'll be subscribing to a different monthly kit, I believe. And then sharing with you what I got in the kit, of course, and what I made with the kit, just so you can kind of see what you get with each company's kit. And then I'm hopefully going to be doing a monthly giveaway after that. We will see. Like I said, I'll have all the details for you coming shortly, hopefully. So, and I've contacted a couple of the companies to see if they'd be willing to offer like a 10% discount to my viewers, the ones that watch the videos, because the discount code, if they agree, will be in each video. So we'll see. Like I said, it's just an idea in the making at this point. The details aren't exactly set, so I'll let you know once I find out exactly what's going to happen. So back to the layout here. I have this vellum piece that says Happy Day, and I'm stitching it onto this green piece of cardstock. It's got kind of a swirly pattern to it, but the gray because it was vellum, of course, it kind of blends into the background a bit, and the gray stitching around it really gives it a border and makes it stand out. So stitching is kind of my thing of choice this month that I'm working with, and I'm really liking how it's turning out. It's making me try a couple different things other than just stitching a border around the outside or stitching, under my title or something. I'm really trying different things. I probably won't use stitching in every layout just because it's, sometimes I get bored with that style. So, but I'm going to be using it on a good portion of them. Now, I cut a bit of this blue pattern paper, the same one that my photo is sitting on, and I'm adding some kind of wonky border strips at the top and at the bottom. There was already a white border strip at the bottom. It's actually the manufacturer label, but there's nothing printed on the back side of it. It's just white. So I'm using that as a border at the bottom, and I cut a 1/2 inch off the top of the piece of paper. I'm going to add a bit more stitching here on this blue corrugated paper. And it's just a simple stitch. It's not like a back stitch or anything like that. I'm just simply stitching it. It's just to add a bit of another element here to this corrugated paper. And it's actually really easy to make sure that you space things out properly when you're using corrugated paper, because you just kind of count the little bumps. That's all you really do. So I'm going to quickly stitch this here. Again, I'm using that light gray thread. Yes, I had to check just to be sure. I'm using that light gray thread. It actually looks almost white on the screen here, but it is a light gray, and I had cut it, or I had separated it into 3 ply strips, strands. Wow, 3 ply strands on my last video, and I'm just kind of using the rest of it here. I have plenty of it left, but I think it pairs really well with the colors that we have in this kit. I added a bit of foam adhesive on the back of my little Happy Day label. I'm just setting aside all my scraps here. I'm trying to keep everything together so I can make sure that I'm utilizing my kit in the best way possible. I'm going to add a couple things here. That sticker I just put down says "Oh Happy Day," and it's kind of in a teal, but it complements well with the blues that I have on this layout. And I'm also going to put "With Friends" right here below that. And I was trying to decide where I wanted to put this. So I tried putting it under the Happy Day, but it will not stay here. It's going to get moved. I'm trimming down some of these letters a bit. Excuse me. But I was thinking about putting it right here where it says Happy Day with Friends, because these photos are of us with some friends of ours. Ernest didn't make it into this set of photos. He's really not. He likes to take his own pictures. He doesn't like other people to take pictures of him, so he's a bit picky. And I believe at this point he was walking around talking to everyone. He works at the YMCA, so we end up seeing a lot of people, of course, that we know when we're there at any event. So he was being Mr. Social Butterfly, and we were playing with the kids. It's really nice. They have like a bouncy house set up. Obviously, they have face painting, because you can see the boys have face painting on their faces. They have all different games and all that, and then food trucks, and then we have fireworks at the end of the night. So we always have a lot of fun when we go to these events. And I just added that "With Friends" on a piece of gray cardstock. And I'm going to layer it right below the photo, and I'm going to lift up that "Oh Happy Day" sticker and have it kind of overlap the "With Friends" label. I pulled out my little stash of stars, and I punched these out of just scrap pieces of paper. Anytime I have little scraps, I either punch out hearts or stars, and I put them in my little stash, because I pull these out quite frequently, probably on every 3 or 4 layouts. And if they're already punched, you don't have to try to go find something. You just pull out your little box of punched things. I do keep the punch in that same box, so if I do want a different color or use a specific paper, I pull it out and I'll use it. But I like having it already at the ready. Now, because I'm putting that on corrugated paper, I wanted to make sure I had a good bit of adhesive on there. So obviously, I think I coated the entire back of it in adhesive. My Tombow Mono is almost out. I love this glue. I've had it since before I even started scrapbooking. I had it when I was making cards instead. I still make cards occasionally, but not quite as much as a scrapbook. I was making more cards than what I was giving out, so I had a ton of cards in my stash, which is right about the time that I started scrapbooking, because I was looking for something else to kind of do creatively. I really liked playing with paper and punches and inks and things like that, so scrapbooking was naturally the next place to go. Pulling out all my embellishments here, just kind of flipping through my sticker sheets. And I do have this one sticker that says Summer Vacation. And this one that I'm getting ready to put down says Lazy Days, and it's kind of in that lime green color. And this is where it has Summer Vacation. I'm going to just cover up that little life buoy thing, life saver buoy thing. And it just says, I'm just covering, what does it say? Oh, it says My Summer Vacation. I'm just covering the little life buoy and the my part of it. So it just says Summer Vacation, because it's in the summer. It's kind of an event. I have 2 more stickers here. One says Celebrate, because again, it was the 4th of July. And then the other one says Just Because. And then at the bottom here, it says Live Your Best. And then I'm going to put Adventures. I like these Cosmo Cricket stickers. They have a lot of little cool word embellishments, and there's no There's not really a theme per se on this one. It's just kind of general type of things, and I can almost always find something that applies. Just added a bit of Tombow mono behind that one because it was going to be sitting on the corrugated paper. I wanted to make sure that it stayed adhered pretty easily. And then I have these little circle stickers here, and I'm going to put them overlapping or underlapping the corrugated paper, and I put the light blue one at the top, and then I'm going to put the green one down there right under Happy Day. And then I have a few chipboard embellishments here that I'm punching out. I'm just trying a couple different ones, but I'm only really going to stick with one, and it's the light blue or kind of teal one that says memories. So it's going to be right under the Happy Day. I try a bunch of them, but I only settle on one, and I'll add it here in a second. And then I have these large arrows that I'm going to put as well. And these are from a sticker sheet. It's a Valentine's set. I believe it's My Mind's Eye. Ooh, I think it's My Mind's Eye. It's that one right there. And then I'm also just adding an arrow up here at the top, underlapping that border. It's just to bring another black element to the top, and then it just kind of draws your eye with the arrows on the left and the arrow on the right. It kind of draws your eye into the center. Almost done with the layout here, just adding a few more things, just trying to decide exactly what I want to do. Adhering the stars down finally up here at the top and the bottom, and I have a few gray ones and a few white ones. And then I am going to pull out one other thing. I believe it's just one more thing. It's to the left of the Happy Day. I'm going to put a like triangle paper clip, and I try to clip it onto the side. I try to clip it on somewhere, and I can't figure out exactly where, and I just don't like the way it looks. So I'm actually going to go ahead and adhere the paper clip to the front, just like that. And again, it brings another black element to the layout. I don't have a whole lot of black, but I do like the black that is in the arrows, this paper clip, which is also an arrow, and then the Happy Day text. Kind of ties it all together without being too overwhelming. And this is where I decide to go ahead and add the memories chipboard. Go ahead and glue it down and just add it right there. And I like it kind of overlapping off the edge of the Happy Day part. Making sure everything is adhered down. And this is pretty much the end of the layout. I will have some still photos at the end of this video. I always also do a weekly recap on my blog, which is on WordPress. I will have the link to that in the description box to this video. I like to just do a weekly recap to where I give you some more photos of the layouts, and then also a link to all my videos that I've posted that week as well on there. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, please, and also subscribe so you can see the other videos that I have coming up. I'll apologize. Kalen is playing basketball in the background. He has been pretty patient with me trying to do this voiceover, but he's done now, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Hey.
Okay. He just wanted to say hey. All right. Thanks. Bye.